All right, now we all know how dangerous human beings can be to our own environment. We are literally destroying the one planet we live on. And today I found a video called Humans Are Terrifying. So I guess it's going to go through what makes humans terrifying and why humans are so terrifying. I think that is probably just our minds and greed and people wanting power and people wanting things. The desire to have more, than you need is probably what I would say is the main contributor to the world being how it is. So yeah, let's check the video out. It'll be in the description below. Go check out my gaming channel and join the Discord. That's in the description below as well. Let's check out the video.
What makes humans terrifying? We're not the strongest or fastest animal, and we're definitely not the biggest. So what makes us scarier than anything in history? At first,
well, because we can outrun like any animal easily. Or not outrun it, and we can outrun it in terms of stamina. Like a deer will get tired of running eventually. And so we tire it out and then just kill it when it can't move anymore. We're also very conscious, higher than I don't know if animals are conscious or not. I highly doubt it. I think they just act off instinct. But we are conscious. If animals are conscious, their consciousness is not even on a similar plane to ours. Like an animal doesn't know they're going to die. An animal cannot think about the future as in 500 years, we will all die. Like, animals don't think about that type of stuff.
First, I thought it was because we're smart. But after spending hours researching human nature and what humans have done, the horror of humans goes much deeper than I thought. Let's take ancient humans, for example. Ancient humans used persistent hunting to tire their prey out over a long period of time, until they simply couldn't run away anymore. Just the fact that we have two legs alone—
Exactly. We're bipedalism.
—makes us prime for running. But we also sweat a lot more than other animals, which cools our body significantly, allowing us to run a lot further. Humans can eat just about anything for nutrients, but if we can't find food, that's okay as well, because the body will eat the fat inside itself to stay upright, to stay running at all costs. But what's sad is
we got the cheat code, man.
Usually at the end of these hunts, it ends with an animal just straight giving up. When an animal simply can't cool down by sweating—
Yeah, that's what they do to that's what they do to mammoths all the time. They would usually pick off the smaller one of the herd and maybe light fire or anything environmental that animals are scared of. Draw it off, chase it. It's not going to be able to run. A 5,000-pound elephant looking creature is not going to be able to run for a very long time. So yeah, and then when it stops, it just submits, and we just stab it in the heart, and it dies.
Efficiently run like humans can, they get tired, and they eventually just stop and lay down, accepting that they have lost. This is horrifying. After the animal gives up, the human can simply just finish it off without a fight, because the animal cannot move. The animal frantically tries to run away, but its legs fail them, and as the human gets closer, its fate is sealed. The human has won.
That must be terrifying from the animal's perspective, though.
This absolute relentlessness that humans portray when they hunt is so terrifying to me. But humans aren't the only persistence hunters in the animal kingdom. However, our scariness goes far, far beyond persistent hunting, because hunting was important in ancient times. But now, we've brought humanity far past the times of fire and stones, and we've become very aware of the true atrocities of humankind. Humans have committed much of their own atrocities amongst themselves throughout history, in ways much more brutal than we could imagine. But will we ever fully unite? And if so, how terrifying can we be?
Will we ever fully unite? Probably not, unless there's a greater evil. Like, I've always said this, I've always had this opinion. Humans are never going to see eye to eye unless there is a evil that is beyond us, like aliens. That is the one time we'll come together and fight, is when aliens are, threatening if aliens do, threaten our society, because that's something beyond worrying about politics and law. Who gives a damn about what should be here and there if an alien is threatening to blow our entire galaxy up? It's like,
of an alien invasion, aliens might not be ready for the destruction that humans could inflict on them. Imagine coming to an alien world called Earth and being attacked straight away by a horde of small running creatures that are somehow smart enough to inherit the planet they live on, and to have manipulated metal and chemicals into weapons of mass destruction that can blow up entire lands of mass in seconds. And not only do humans manipulate things into weapons, our entire existence itself is owed to endurance and determination. When we have a a sight in mind, we do not stop until that goal is accomplished. Our actual fighting capacities are barbaric. We can take extreme damage to our insides and lose half our blood and live on. But we also fight with such tenacity and endurance that might not even be conceivable to an alien species.
Also adrenaline. Well, aliens, it depends what aliens, like aliens all the time. I've been reading a book, Neil deGrasse Tyson's book about like advice on how to, let me just show you the book. Jesus. It's this book right here by Neil deGrasse Tyson. It's advice on how you would act or greet an alien if one were to come to Earth. And what I've been reading recently is how Hollywood portrays aliens. That might not be the case. And aliens might be in a form which we might even not even be able to see. You know, I feel like we just take these we see these UFOs, which you might could see it. We take these UFOs and we say, okay, yeah, they're gonna look like humans, but taller, green. They're not gonna have like any sexual organ, reproductive organs or anything like that. You know, Hollywood just acts like aliens look like humans, but like not humans. So it's like we can't know what to expect from aliens. Like they could be small, they could be like aliens could be microscopic for all we know, or they might be massive. You know, that's why it's like you never know, man. You never know.
Human for you. Purely brutish. But unfortunately, like I said, humans have, in their own special way, inflicted a lot of their own horrors on themselves. But what were the worst things humans have ever been through?
Yeah, I believe that's the way the world will end.
Massive war crimes like the Holocaust and many other smaller overlooked events have shown just how messed up humans can be towards themselves. I mean, at a certain point, at some times, the biggest threat to humanity wasn't a massive asteroid or...
Yeah, like, this is the only place we can live on. Like, even the human mind is just dangerous. Like, this is the only place in the entire universe that we can live. And you got Adolf Hitler talking about, oh, I want to cleanse the world of a species, of a race. Like, what?
Earthquake, but instead...
It's not even just him, like, other, like, just... It's like, dude, we only have each other.
Ourselves.
But we have no clue why we're here. No one can agree why we're here. We don't know why we're here. We don't know how we got here. We will never know how we got here. It's like, can we just stop killing each other, dog?
Our species has seriously endured unbelievable challenges. For example, in medieval times, the Black Death casually just killed off roughly half of all humans on Earth in just 5 years, which if you think about it is absolutely insane. Imagine living in that time where essentially everybody was dying. Other early human pandemics like the Plague of Justinian during 541 CE killed roughly 30% of the population at that time. And there has been a plethora of other major extinction plagues throughout history, all of which we endured and survived. Things like the Black Death seriously threatened humanity as a species. If our ancestors didn't valiantly push through and survive these mass extinction events, we would not be here right now. But that's what makes us so scary, is the ability to come out and repopulate or remake what we lost after it's done, over and over again. But as I said, humans' biggest threat is unfortunately ourselves, as our differences in ideals and belief leads to the biggest conflicts in history, which leads to creating terrifying machines.
That 6 and 9 graphic really is a good holy voice crack. Good. It really is a good I don't know, analogy on how we
and ideals and belief leads to the biggest conflicts in history, which leads to creating terrifying machines of destruction that lead to more casualties than should be humanely possible. And trust me when I say, humans just love creating machines of destruction. The Rods of God was a concept where we would launch 20 feet long massive
we specialize in that.
Rods of tungsten into orbit.
Hey, humans are messed up, but we can make some good damn weapons.
And drop them from space onto a target at a massive speed, forcing a collision that rivals the impact of nuclear bombs. I could only imagine seeing a massive tungsten bar falling from space towards me. And ridiculously enough, the concept was only dropped because it was too expensive and not practical, not because it was inhumane. We are great at destruction, and we actively try our hardest to protect from and destroy, well, each other. Aliens would probably also realize just how fast humans have grown as a species. 200 years ago, humans didn't have railroads. 125 years ago, airplanes didn't exist either. 75 years ago, we didn't have spaceflight.
Not even like we didn't have cars 125 years ago. Like we saw the first like motor cars in like maybe 1910, 1911, the 1900s is when we started to see the first ever cars. That was 125 years ago. 126 years ago or sometime around then. I don't know when the first car was, or first motor car, but Like we've evolved so fast, you know, like time is going by so quick, you know, when you view it like this. So who's to say what we'll have in 500 years? This iPhone that I have right now, this iPhone is very futuristic to me, but in 1,000 years, this will be like what's something that's like out of style now. A record player. Who the hell still plays with those? I mean, I have one, but like, who listens to CD? A phonograph. Who the hell cares about a phonograph now? You know, like stuff like that. Where in the time, someone probably thought the phonograph was like the coolest thing in the world. You know, but like it isn't, and no one cares. No one wants one. Like no one has one anymore. It's like time goes on.
5 years ago, airplanes didn't exist either. 75 years ago, we didn't have spaceflight. 35 years ago, we didn't have the internet. We've already pretty much inherited the Earth, and next it will be the stars and whatever comes after that. And if anything tries to get in our way, we will annihilate them. Our technological growth is nothing to sneeze at, because it's only growing more and more as time passes. AI is now growing at exponential rates. Spaceflight is resuming soon, and medical technology is so good we've increased our lifespan by almost 50 years since ancient times. Our growth is insane.
It is.
While we might have the technology to drop asteroid-like attacks on ourselves, what happens when something like an asteroid really does come attacking Earth? Well, fear not, because we somehow have that covered as well. Astonishingly, NASA just accomplished what I believe to be the most insane thing in a long time. I mean, I was seriously baffled when I saw this. The first ever successful attempt at combating potentially dangerous asteroids was succeeded by NASA's DART mission in 2022, when NASA intentionally slammed a spacecraft into an asteroid as humanity's first planetary test of defense.
Explodes. Wow. So this rock is just floating in space. That's crazy. I always just find that so neat. Like there's just, how long has this rock existed? Where did this rock come from? You know? It's like this object, like this is an object that has existed for so long. Like there's things in all of our homes that, like there's things in my parents' house that's older than me, right? But like it's not by like a million. Like this rock may be like hundreds of thousands of millions of years old, and we're just looking at it right now. Like that is so neat. Like being able to like, if you, it's like a good feeling is like whenever you hold something that existed before you. I don't know if you guys think about it, but like it's a surreal feeling. Like this was here before I was even thought. I don't know if I have anything around me that like, yeah, I don't have anything around me that existed before me right now, but like I probably could find something eventually, you know, but like it's so neat, dude. It's such a good thing to think about. Like how things will live on. Like this water bottle will be here after I'm dead. Or like not the water bottle itself, because it'll probably just be recycled and put in something else. But like when I am dead and gone in the ground, laying in a casket, the reminiscences of this bottle that I'm touching right now will still be here. And that is insane. Everything you own will probably, like the desk I'm sitting at right now when I am dead will probably be used by someone else in my family or just some random person. This TV that I use will be used by someone else or destroyed. Who knows? I might do that. My camera, my lights, everything that I own, this cell phone, like this phone will probably be someone, like it'll be inside another phone, probably, like the parts. Everything that you own will be someone else's, dude. It's so crazy to think about.
The asteroid Dimorphos was roughly 6.8 million.
Because once you're gone and once you're dead and gone, you don't have to have anything anymore. So everything that was yours is just everyone else. It's free. It's not free, but you know what I mean.
And the spacecraft hit the asteroid at 13,000 miles per hour upon collision. The crater left time.
Damn.
NASA intentionally.
How big was it?
Dangerous asteroids. Was baffled when I saw this. The first ever successful attempt at combating potentially dangerous asteroids was succeeded by NASA's DART mission in 2022 when NASA intentionally slammed a spacecraft into an asteroid as
NASA's DART mission. I gotta see this. Hold on. Sorry, I'm getting a little off track here. How close? That was real footage. Well, it said real footage. How big was that asteroid? Asteroid. How big was it? This was 2022. Let's see. How big was Dimorphos? 500 feet? Damn. That shit's 500 feet. How? You don't think about this stuff. Like, that's an actual rock, dude. That's a 500. Holy shit. I'm like amazed at this. So you're telling me I'm getting so off track here. This rock,
humanity's first planetary test of
is like taller than the Burj Khalifa. For reference, let's pull up a picture of the Burj Khalifa. So that rock is about that tall and that big. It's so like mind breaking, because you don't really like think about like
events.
Because there's no contrast, right?
Slammed a spacecraft into an asteroid. That's humanity's.
There's no contrast here. There's like nothing to. There's nothing relative to the rock that you can see. So it's like I'm just looking at blackness. So like the rock doesn't look big from the perspective, but like we're getting closer and closer on it. So could a human stand on that thing? Most definitely. I'm just trying to look at it and
planetary test of defense.
So I'm trying to think maybe like where could you walk on this? Probably. Oh god, I'm sorry guys, I'm nerding out right now. That's so cool. God, I find that so fascinating. Like you could probably stand on this rock. That's so damn cool. I love space so much. I want to get a telescope soon.
Asteroid Dimorphos was roughly 6.8 million miles away from Earth at the time, and the spacecraft hit the asteroid at 13,000 miles per hour upon collision. The crater left on the asteroid in mid-space was about 33 feet across, and we as humans successfully on the asteroid in mid-space was about 30.
Where's the crater? That's not a crater. I couldn't even tell it got hit. Where's the crater? So let me get this straight. The rock is massive, and we only left this big of a mark. Our spacecraft was like the size of like, I don't know, a bus. In comparison to what, not even a bus, like probably bigger. Like a cruise ship, probably. That's about how big
3 feet
the rocket was, as opposed to this.
We as humans successfully directed an asteroid orbit period by an entire 32 minutes. We shot something across the vast nothingness of space and altered an asteroid mid-orbit. That is confounding.
Hey.
Space is such an invisible boundary for humans. Its sheer vastness and emptiness is something that I actually made a whole video on. But slowly, surely, us humans are poking at
it's just so like, this is why I'm like low-key scared of
something
space.
That I actually
this picture of Saturn always freaks me out. It's just like, it's a void, man. It's like there's nothing. The only reason you can see Saturn is because the light of the sun is shining on Saturn. If there was no light, Saturn would be invisible. Like you wouldn't be able to see it. Like you would just be floating in space and just get pulled into its its orbit. Like you wouldn't be able to see Saturn if it wasn't like that's so weird how like there's no light in space.
But slowly, surely, us humans.
I mean, there is, but like it's not on the like the lights in front of me right now only exist in our atmosphere. Like if I took that light to space, then it wouldn't like
Poking at the
so
veil.
it's
We are held back by a glass ceiling that is space travel. One day, we might even be able to make it to another planet or another star, because we are so mortifyingly growing that our potential will shatter the glass ceiling without looking back. And once this happens, the universe will truly be afraid of our potential. But I've been holding back on talking about one specific thing because it truly is the most terrifying thing about humans. And that one thing is our curiosity, our unwavering desire to explore pretty much anything. We want to
yeah, and it's sad that all of us will be dead before we ever get to explore the rest of space. Like, you know,
conquer
so sad.
everything that we don't already have possession of. We want to conquer mountains so we can climb every one that
But it is cool that we got to see. It is cool that we got to see. Like the first ever like Artemis 2. We got to see that. Shut up all the flat earthers. You know, as you can see here, the Earth is curved. You idiots! As you can see, you cannot see. It's not a flat plane of
impossible,
existence.
and some of us die in the process.
I mean, you can literally see the curvature. This is so beautiful, man. Imagine being up this high.
For the sake of doing it. We travel to space because we feel claustrophobic on the already massive Earth and want more to conquer, explore, and experience.
I look at Earth's atmosphere.
Claustrophobic on the already massive Earth and want more to conquer,
God, that's so cool.
explore, and experience. We
But
find
that's not Earth. That's Mars.
every nook and cranny of every
Earth's atmosphere is cool
possible
too.
spot that we can, so we know we're not missing out.
These people are crazy.
And we love every second doing it. If I were an alien that came to Earth, I would be afraid, as humans would likely uncover me by accident and find me interesting and take me in for human investigation.
So like, this is like whenever. Why would aliens look like this? This looks like a human. Who like? Why do we always assume that aliens are gonna have 2 legs, butt cheeks? You know, like 2 arms, 2 eyes, a mouth, ears, horns. Like these are all human things. If this was a silhouette right here, if this was a silhouette and like I don't know, a dog looked at it, it would probably think it's a human because it just looks like a human build. Same as bipedal. It has bipedalism, it has 2 butt cheeks, a spinal cord, arm, like 2 arms. Like this is it looks exactly like the
Human
other
is
person.
a capsule of creativity, a capsule of spirit and courage, and we leave our mark in every possible way we can for the people that will be here after we are gone, because we feel that it is important to say hello. And we will continue to explore and conquer until we have fully, and I mean fully, exhausted every last urge to conquer in our DNA. And until then, whatever stands in our way will either have to move aside or be annihilated. And we do this all under the conception that we have no idea why we are on a rock in the middle of space with the conscious mind. We were plopped onto this space rock and took control of it in a blink of an eye. We pushed forward in the name of our biology and as the only animal capable of self-reflection and complex consciousness. But with this consciousness, we are cursed by our own minds to be forced against the unknown.
I love this picture so
complex
much.
consciousness. But with this consciousness, we biology and as
Isn't
the
that supposed to
only
be like the
animal
death of
capable of
Socrates?
self-reflection.
I'm
and
pretty sure it
complex
is.
consciousness.
Because that's Socrates at the end of the table. I'm pretty sure, or I think that's Socrates. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be him, or is that him? I think it's him at the end of the table. I'm pretty sure it is. I don't know, but yeah, I love this. I love this picture. It's so I don't know. It's so many different emotions in it.
Consciousness, we are cursed by our own minds to be forced against the
So many different emotions.
reflection and complex consciousness.
I don't know.
But with
It's
this
always been such a great
consciousness, we are
picture.
cursed by our own minds to be forced against the unknown universe. Humans aren't just terrifying. We are lonely and terrified. We are forced against the scary void
Right.
of the unknown. Just
Ride into battle on
Terror.
horseback. All those guys just got leveled by those
we are lonely
stallions.
and terrified. We are forced against the
Straight
scary
up.
void of the unknown world and the universe as we try to survive every day. We have every right to be afraid of the universe and want to give up. So then why do we continue no matter what? Why do we somehow pull through the most dire circumstances? I'll say it again and again, because us humans are persistent. We are absurd and we are great. We persevere even in the face of
Yeah, we are very persistent. If humans wanted to be, if I put it to you like this, if China said we're going to the moon, the U.S. will be there by tomorrow. That's how quick That's how persistent the
terrifying
human
and
race
unknown
is.
universe. In the face of absurdity, in the face of the unknown, we continue to strive and proceed to push forward regardless of the outcome. Because we are relentless and we are terrifying. O universe, tremble, for Mother Earth has birthed an unforgiving force, and it looks upon you wanting. We are matter that decided to wake up one day. We are significant and beautiful that no matter what stands in our way, we shall push forward in the name of humanity, to write one more story in the seemingly pointless tale of history. We will continue to breathe our breaths and become a force so reckoning that not even the Mother Universe could
God, that's so
hold a
like
candle.
that's so like dystopian, man. Like
We will
just I don't know if dystopian is the word. I don't know, but this is
continue
so like
to breathe
God. Wow.
of humanity, to write one more story in the seemingly pointless tale of
How it just
history. We
zooms
will
out.
continue to
Look at that.
breathe our breath.
Earth, moon. Earth and moon are so close to each other, man. That's so weird. I wonder when Artemis 2 was the moon all the way out here, or was it like over here or like closer? Because this is pretty close. But when the moon goes like way out here, does it like, is the moon in the sky always bigger when it's like here or like here? I don't know. That's probably a dumb question. But I'm not
One
a
more story in the
scientist,
seemingly
so
pointless tale of history. We will continue
and scientists believe there is no dumb question. There's no such thing as a dumb question.
to breathe
So,
our breath.
I got Earth and the moon. You got see, this is crazy because like you see how close you can't even see the moon anymore. You can see how close the moon is. That's why we can get there so easily. Then you look at Mars, right? You got like you got Mars. And you can, okay, so is there ever a time where Mars is like here and Earth is like here, then it's easy? Or is there ever a time where Earth is here and Mars is way over here? Like, and you got Mercury, Venus, Neptune. I think we sent out something to Neptune. We got a picture of Neptune, I'm pretty sure. Jupiter's on that outer ring, Saturn, Uranus. God, this is so cool, man. Voyager 1. Look at Voyager 1 all the way out there. Just floating off into the endless galaxy. That's something we made on Earth they got sent out into the galaxy, dude. So cool. And it's just in this infinite universe. How do we make names for all this stuff? Milky Way. Andromeda Galaxy.
Hold a candle
Like,
to our grid. We will forge a new path throughout time and mark the name Homo sapien deep within the cosmos as a crucial point
I'm
in
sorry if I'm
history.
being a super nerd, but this is so
As a
interesting to me. I'm
species
sorry.
so terrifying that we forced our way through catastrophe and arose so valiantly we cried aloud with passion and determination. Our
Yeah,
way through
man. All of history.
catastrophe
Abe
and
Lincoln.
arose so valiantly.
First ever like schools, I'm guessing. Stage coaches. Like, this is how we used to travel, dude. Look at everyone dressed up. Every man has the exact same, those sharp shoes, hats, dressed looking nice.
We cried aloud with
The first ever steam
passion
engines.
and determination. Humans are terrifying.
God, jumping on the moon. That's so cool. That looks so fun. Like, it's like, it look like when I jump here, you know, like I come my camera probably just shook, but I just come immediately down. Like when you go to the moon, dude, you weigh so much less, you know, it's like crazy. Wow. And to think one day we maybe will go out and explore further than the moon. Like maybe one day they'll look back on the moon and be like, that's not even far. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. This was a banger. I nerded out. It probably took me like, I don't know how long this recording is, but it probably took me like 30 minutes to watch a 9-minute video. So yeah, that's kind of why I stopped streaming, because people would get on me for like pausing and stuff like that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed though. Join my Discord, check out the gaming channel. Let me know, are you curious about space and history and stuff like that? I love history and space. And yeah, without further ado, hope you guys have a great night or day, and peace out.